Okay, I think I'm ready.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the Inland Wetlands Watercourse Commission meeting June 1st. As far as audience assistance, I don't see anybody, and anybody who's here for the application 20-12 on Westland, we're not taking any questions because there's nobody here to represent them. And you'll find online in a second, but we're not taking any questions. Next is approval of the minutes. Anybody reading any additions, deletions, corrections? If not, I'd like to have a motion to approve the minutes. All in favor? Aye. Ready? I'd like to have a motion to open the public hearing on application 20-12. Proposal to preserve the SM LLC construct 76 unit residential development with associated improvements of the regulated wetlands area on lot 1, block 10, West Lane. A motion to open public hearing.
A motion to open a public hearing, Mr. Rogan, on application 20-12.
Can I have a second? Second.
Mr. Chairman, if I could just offer a quick comment regarding this application in the public hearing. I think all the commission members this evening have a piece of correspondence in front of them that we received today from Attorney Sullivan, who's representing the preserve. Unfortunately, at this point, they're still waiting for the state of Connecticut DEP to respond on several items that they requested them to investigate, which is a requirement of a proposal such as this. If you recall, the public hearing opened up in March of this year. At that point in time, they were still waiting for a response from the state, which they have yet to receive. So the correspondence you have in front of you this evening is a request from Attorney Sullivan to continue the public hearing through the July meeting. At that point, they are hoping to be able to receive a response from the state DEP, which they will forward to us, and they will respond accordingly to any comments that may have been, hopefully, will be submitted at that point regarding the application.
And if I could correct me if I'm wrong, they have until the August meeting too. With their extension.
Attorney Sullivan and I went through the extension process. To recall, the public hearing was opened in March. I want to say it was March 17th, thereabouts. I have the dates for the record file. And with the governor's executive order, as a result of COVID, land use applications were granted an automatic 90-day extension for information and feedback during the COVID crisis. So they're at a point where they will be into they will finish their 90-day block of time sometime mid-June, and then they also have an additional 65 days, according to the local statutes and our regulations, to continue the hearing. So there is a possibility that the public hearing may be continued up and through the August meeting of the commission, which is the first Tuesday of the month. I don't have that deep funding, obviously, the first couple of days in August. So Attorney Sullivan has recognized that and requested the commission to table or continue the public hearing until the July meeting.
Motion on the portion of the second paragraph. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to make a motion. The motion is going to be to oppose the remaining COVID extension recited in the executive order 7, 19 to 15 days in conjunction therewith the applicant agrees to apply a portion of the extension period authorized by Connecticut General Statutes 8-7B necessary to continue the public hearing to the commission's next meeting, which is scheduled for July 16th.
Can I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
That was
hopefully they'll get everything in for next season.
Hopefully they'll hear from the state.
State campus.
Getting frustrated.
Now our regular meeting, application 21-067, proposal by Eagle Scout candidate Caleb Eulis. Let's say that right. Construct a pedestrian bridge over in an intimate water course on lot 65A, lot 54, 250 Kensington Road at the Martin Moore Village.
You know, we're all just learning what,
Yeah.
what, where it fits. It looks like
Yeah,
you're presenting to the men, so that's the most important thing.
Lisa, are you picking this up on top of the line?
I can't tell for sure.
Just speak a little louder
It-
because we're being recorded.
Yeah.
I am here on the presentation to present aspects of Martin built bridge and building of Martin. And I want to show some sketches to explain my drawing design and
Yeah, do you have copies or just?
I have copies that may be up to date.
Oh, because we'd like them for our files.
With his application, he submitted a front, a side, or
Oh, okay.
all that.
Yeah, if you just want to explain what you're gonna do in the locker room.
So current bridge design will have a 60-foot bridge to cover the span stream with 4 feet wide. It's going to be 42 inches tall from the decking, and it will have side support that come out. Let the bridge for stronger. And it'll be, yes, it's using 2x6 lines.
Yeah, we have a copy of what it looks like. Now, you have to keep yours?
That will be done by.
How's going to do that?
Mr. Chairman, let me just offer a couple of comments in regards to the application. The walkway connecting town hall, upper town hall parking lot through to personal field and sports complex is something that's been on the books, for consideration dating back to about 2010. Town has applied over the years for a number of grants to the state to construct the walkway and the bridge. We've been unsuccessful with that. So it's gotten to the point now where our public grounds department will be working with our Eagle Scout candidate to construct a stone dust pathway, and then he'll be constructing the bridge over the intermittent water course. Public grounds department will be setting 2 concrete, we refer to them as monitor blocks, on either end for piers, and the bridge will be attached to that. Okay. We're hoping to, have the project constructed this summer. I say this summer from the standpoint that the YMCA puts on a program that over at the community center with the summertime program, and the participants typically assemble at the community center. They spend time there, and every day they walk up to Personal Field. And at this point in time, they've been walking through a little wooden path through the woods, jumping over this intermittent water course, which is not a good thing. So a project such as this is going to put all the pieces together, and it'll benefit all those involved.
Sounds like a great project. And you have everything lined up as far as your supplies and labor and everything else?
I have, helpers. I have about 4 of them currently. I have, a bill of materials and a funding. I have about $800 of funding currently. So, yes, I'm pretty far in that.
You're well on your way.
Yes.
Also, you have to have it done by the project.
I have to finish my project by the time 18.
What is that?
I don't know, 16 right now. So I have about 2 years, but I'm trying to get it out as fast.
I'm sure the town would like to see this.
And I've seen many of the Eagle Scout projects for the 4 candidates are 17 and a half, and they're trying to scramble and get it finished, you know, like quickly split. But you're doing the right thing. You've got plenty of time on your hands to do it, and the commission may entertain some questions. I don't know.
Anybody have any questions for the young man?
Did you say 60 feet?
16.
Oh, 16.
Okay.
And did you design it? Did you design it?
Some of it was from just original ideas, and some of it I actually went to other people that have built. I know Brent Catan also did similar design to that, and I used that because he also kept it.
And Public Works looked at your
Yeah, I think I had somebody from construction look at my design. I probably don't need any permits for that, but yeah, that.
and the weight of people, wheelchairs, handicap accessible, it'll be able to carry that kind of weight.
I think I'm using pressure treated lumber, so I'm pretty sure that's solid enough to hold up to that. But that's what I don't know.
And you had mentioned the Frank Van Linter review. Frank is our building commissioner.
Okay.
Oh, he approved it,
Okay. As long as the staff.
And he'll be working in conjunction with the Public Grounds Department to,
It'll go back to the application file.
Anybody else have anything? But, you know, I have a question for Jim. The town takes ownership and maintenance, future maintenance of the bridge, just so that.
So at this point, Mr. Chairman, due to the statutory requirements, unfortunately, the commission cannot take action on the application this evening. Something we can,
Right. I'll put all the questions. We'll see you next meeting. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to table application 21-.
Second. Second. All in favor? See you next meeting.
Thank you for your time.
yeah, Mr. Chairman, you and I spoke this morning. We have a request for Mr. Olson. If you recall, Mr. Olson from Tollgate Road, that put together application 20-13 WF. We spoke last month, I visited the site, and we had a number of questions in terms of basically tweaking the plan, modifying a little bit of the work that was originally proposed. And we spoke about coming back to the commission to discuss his thoughts and request a modification to the existing permit. So with a modification, it's something that you could add to the agenda this evening in terms of the application itself, the discussion, and we'll see where it goes from there.
We have to open that up.
You would need a motion to
Add to the agenda.
application 20-13 WF to the agenda for discussion.
Okay, a motion for open the,
Yeah, I'll make a motion to open the application 20-. WF.
have a second.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Mr. Olson, your backside is right in front of the camera. I'm sorry.
have pictures. This is the second bridge that's on the plan. But I have it in the papers. I have pictures of the bridge. It's deteriorated. The concrete's deteriorated. And I would like to shave a little bit off. I'd like to pass these around. The first picture, if you look. Yeah, what am I? Okay, right here. If you see this bulge right here, that would be this bulge. Right. The other is the bridge is deteriorated. I would like to take that out. In other words, actually like to widen the waterway, straighten this out, and my proposal is this.
Mr. Olson, I can't hear you for the computer or the record. You're gonna have to speak out to them, all the men, okay? Just make a big summary of some kind.
This is basically the summary of it, pass it around. Okay, this is the bridge that's deteriorating. If you look on the back page, it show you, all the way to that, all the way. I threw a couple pages of the work I already did. In other words, you guys asked me to move everything, that's all complete. They move everything out of the wetlands, that's all complete, and there's pictures in there to show you. In other words, if you look at this, here's this, sorry, this is the last page. This bulge, is that bulge right here.
So this bulge is dirt or concrete?
Well, if you pass this around, what I'm saying, in other words, this right here is where the bridge is now. I'd like to take this off and just move the bridge down. So I'd like to widen the waterway. I'm taking stuff out.
What are you taking out? Yeah.
There's an old concrete, this deteriorated concrete, the bridge is unsafe. I can't drive my tractor across, I'm afraid it's gonna break.
It's a wooden bridge
It's a wooden bridge, I'm gonna just duplicate.
on a concrete foundation.
I'm not gonna drill into the ground, all I wanna do is just pour a couple pads, and attach it to the pads.
How big are the pads?
Probably, the width of the bridge is 4 feet, so 4 feet wide, probably like 4 feet on each side, probably about a foot thick. But, not drilled down or anything, surface level.
Yep.
In other words, if you look at the on this plan, and this is more detail, like I zoomed it in. In other words, there's a bulge right here where the second bridge is. I have the third bridge to the island, and the second bridge on this. So there's the first bridge, there's the second bridge. There's a bulge right here, and I would like to cut the bulge out and just remove it, make the waterway wider, and shape it around. If you pass it around, I have very good pictures of it. And I'd like to straighten it out, make it wider, and make it flow better. So that the way it goes now, it's kind of like this, and the concrete's very deteriorated. It's probably been there, who knows how long, 40, 50 years. The original dam, which you guys have seen before, whoever did that did a very great job. Whoever did that one did a terrible job. It's really chalky concrete, you can see the pictures on it. And I'd just like to take it out, I'll remove it. And I don't want to build footings and all that stuff, I just want to pour a couple pads, on each side, and just so it attaches to that. I'm not going to change the width or the height or anything of the bridge. It's basically a duplicate. I just want to move it down a little bit and reshape the curve. If you understand what I'm saying.
Cutting out is concrete, that's what I'm just. Yeah, how long is the bridge across the brook?
Right now,
Yeah.
it's about 12, 13 feet, 14 feet, somewhere in that ballpark.
And so you're gonna make it a little longer, so you're gonna take the curve out of the bridge.
No, I want to move it down. I want to move the bridge down a little bit. See if you look on the page, says proposed bridge.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, now, I just want to move that down, I'd like to shave that bulge out. You see, those are the other couple pictures are
Yeah.
where I removed what you guys asked me to remove. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand it. My only thing is that, does this have to go to the building department as far as a structural? Because to me, a bridge like that long, and that kind of span, sitting on a pad only a foot, that is not structurally sound.
For very substantial pad. There's a pad probably gonna weigh in the neighborhood of about.
That has nothing to do with it. I've been in construction business for 40 years. The code is saying any building, you gotta go down 42 inches. You
If you'd
know,
like, I will.
no, I'm just saying. I think you should talk to the building department to see if they're okay with that, because you got to break that on, probably have 2x12s.
No, I want to do my 6. Also, I get my tractor across.
At 16 feet? Not gonna happen.
I'll do both. I do both.
Okay, I think you should draw,
Well, the reason I wanted to do 2x6 is I don't want to increase the profile.
understood,
I can do both.
but what I'm saying is that I think you should draw what you're gonna build, take it to the building department, and let them approve, disapprove your, because, I mean, they might say, no, this structure is not safe, it's not safe.
I understand.
You know,
I can do that.
I mean, if you said it was, you know, you're going over 6 feet, that's fine. You know, 16 feet. 2x6, that's, I can double.
I can
That's a
go through
long,
that.
that's a long standard.
I can discuss this. With the board. I can give all the specifications. And the load capacity and all that stuff. I have all the books around to do that. If you'd like me to do that? I can.
I think you should, and Jim, you approve the cutting of the,
I visited the site and spoke with the about the shading of the one knob, the street itself. That knob is essentially forcing water closer to the house. That was part of the concern that he had initially, that included brick racking, a bit more around the house, which it seems to make sense.
Okay.
So the commission wanted to at least acknowledge permission for him to modify the screen channel at that one point.
Yep.
And I'm fine with that.
again, my concern is how much is there?
Yeah, I can certainly meet with you on the site before you started to do that.
But we
All
can,
I'm saying-
wetlands aspect, we can deal with that. We don't worry about structure.
What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do the same thing as what I do the part that we originally discussed. I'm gonna flip it, send the water the other way. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, it splits. I have 2 ways I can shut this side off with, I'm gonna sandbag and pave it. I'm doing both. I have a giant sandbag that I pick up with an excavator. I'll put it in the brook and I'll also put it.
So you're saying you just have to flow the water?
It splits. No, I'm something flow. You send it either one way or the other. Because when I work on this side towards the house,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut this side off
That's what I'm saying, you're gonna stop the flow when you're working on that.
on one side.
Right.
But just while you're working on
If you understand, if you look at the plot plan, the brook splits. And then one side goes into the pond, the other side goes to the left. And that actually has another control gate that goes into the pond, and there's also a overflow brook that goes behind the pond. Kind of complicated. But what I can do with, what I did before was, I shut off the one side to the pond, and I close off the control gate, and I sandbag that. I put boards in the control gate, and then I sandbagged it. So it was basically, there was no water flowing into the pond. I let all the water divert around the overflow channel.
That's what I'm saying, when you're gonna work, it's not gonna be water.
This is what, always, I'll never stop the flow, you can't, there's too much water in there, there's no way.
But these adjusting flows in the channels are temporary.
Oh, yes,
I
yes, yes.
think that's what we're trying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. In other words, I can shut one side off and work on the other side, and then I can shut this side off and work on this side.
And ultimately, this work involves removal of material from
one bank of the stream.
If you look at that plot plan, where the ball pile is, yes, I'm gonna take out the concrete, the rock concrete, you saw the pictures.
Yep.
I'm gonna take that out and get rid of it.
On both sides.
Yes, I'm gonna take the concrete out with it. And I'm gonna shade that bump on.
You're gonna stabilize the embankment.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Riprap.
Whatever you guys would prefer. I can do anything you guys want. You know, I can do it with the, 3 to 10 modified, which, so the heavy duty riprap. I can do that if you would like. I wouldn't mind doing that. That would be fine with me. I would prefer that actually, because it's, it's very substantial. I'd like to widen it actually a little bit. Make it so it flows more, more flow, so it doesn't.
How much material are you proposing to take out? I'm just curious.
Probably 10 yards. Yeah. Not very much. Not really, just not big. Probably, about 12 feet, and then it's just kind of rounded, so you did the math, probably be, 10, 12 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'd be more comfortable if some of this was in writing. Like, I think I'd like to see like parameters put on the work. How long the water flow is going to be adjusted, the limit of the material you're taking out, like, just to kind of establish the plan more than just verbal.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. We already approved the part towards the houses, which we already went through this before, where I'm gonna shut that side off. I'm very quick, if you look at the pictures, I took out probably 40, 60, 80, maybe 100, I don't know how many cubic yards.
I don't want us to wind up in a situation we had originally, where you're off doing all kinds of things. I just think you ought to commit to doing this, no more, no less.
Oh, I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm on it. The machine costs me $150 a day.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not.
You know, put in writing the type of riprap you're gonna.
3 to 10 modified. Well, Susie, well,
I don't know, do some, yeah, see, you want to see how old he's concerned, you want to see how.
I agree. If you could do that, tell us in writing what you're gonna do, what you're gonna put there as far as to stabilize the bank. And I'd like to see from my point of view, construction point of view, I'd like to see their approval for the bridge you're gonna build from the town building department. Because I want to make sure that they're approving, pad that this deck, bridge is gonna sit on.
I can do anything.
Well,
I can drill it down.
Well, no, I want the town to tell you what they want. That's, unfortunately, that's not part of our deal. But, I want you to get that approval. So for the next meeting, can you have that approval and a written description of what you're gonna do and what the final results are gonna be? Yes, sir. We need a motion for that.
Sure. And Jim, this amounts to a modification to the permit that we've already approved, is that?
Correct.
Correct.
But we need a motion to, in writing to say what we want to do for the modification.
I'd like to make a motion that the applicant provide at the next meeting a written description of what to be done, timeframes involved, including the type of stabilization on the excavated bank, how much material is being removed.
And the approval of the bridge.
And the approval from the town building committee on the design of the proposed bridge, including the foundations.
Absolutely.
And is the material you're removing being?
I think I own the construction company. I have excavators, dump trucks, and everything. So I can make things happen pretty quickly.
So that's with regard to application 20-13 WF, in anticipation of considering a modification to the permit already approved, previously approved.
Jim, would you like to keep these photos?
When you submit the other information, the request.
Excellent.
Can I have a second on Rick's proposal?
Second.
All in favor? Is there any against? Okay, we will see you next meeting.
Thank you guys very much.
Any correspondence, Jeff? Any correspondence?
Nothing.
I'll be in touch.
The only thing I received was just an annual notice, typically sent to all the local wetland agencies from the Connecticut Society of Soil Scientists. They're gonna find the list of registered soil scientists.
Yeah. Well, Bill might. Bill was like that. Anything else for us?
Just one thing, I just wanted to know, I attended that, I know, and Attorney Brooks, yes, Attorney Brooks, it was very good. It was very, helpful. Good. So, just wanted to, if you ever get the chance and have the time, it's good.
Years ago, she was appearing before this board on a wetland violation, and we were battling it out for like 6 months. What's her first name?
Jan.
Jan.
Yeah, well, she had some war stories, you know, most of it was technical, but she also, the second night, she had some war stories. It's a good mixture.
Yeah, I think a month or so ago.
It was pretty helpful, I learned some stuff, I learned some stuff from the statute, I really never.
Nothing else? I'd like to motion for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
$7:35.
So thank you